welcome back to Retirement Unplugged, where we talk a little bit about me and what I get to do all week. All right.
That's right.
So, but actually, we do a lot for you since you've been out of school.
Well, yeah, you don't have anything else to do, so why not do stuff for me?
Really?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, even if I wasn't doing stuff for you, I'm sure I'd still have something to do.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
I'm keeping you busy.
Well, I mean, but look, we finally got all your, well, we got all, we get all of it moved.
We got it all moved.
Man,
Yeah. And every single time we went to move it, we're talking about my classroom, my new classroom at my new school. Um, every time we went to move it, it was beautiful outside. As soon as we got to my old school, black clouds starts lingering. Then we get to the new school, it starts raining.
man, I'm telling you, he pulled up and I was like, girl, you got to hurry.
Oh, we were going fast.
Yeah, I was like, you got to hurry because the clouds north of us, the whole sky was dark.
Yeah.
And I was throwing it in the truck. Glad it wasn't that much. But then we got to your new school and you could see the rain coming through the trees, like the trees were disappearing.
Yeah.
And I thought, this
Here.
ain't going to be good. And the gate was locked. And what's funny is while we were driving over, you in the car behind me, and I called her and I was like, hey, is the gate still dummy locked where we can get in? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
No, what did I say? I didn't say yeah, it was.
Pretty much you said. That's what I heard.
That's what you heard, but that's not what I said.
Now you said, well, it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't.
But somehow I jumped back in my truck and it only sprinkled. That it veered right off of us.
Yeah.
Somebody's looking out for you. Somebody's wanting to get your stuff moved.
The Lord was in my favor, our favor.
I guess because, man, we got unloaded then in a hurry.
That's right.
I thought, man, it's going to rain again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got her done. So now you got to do is put it all together.
Yeah. And it's slowly coming together.
Yeah. It will be. Be just like home, just like the last place.
That's right.
But I left there thinking, well, I'm gonna run home and be able to jump on the yard a little bit. Dude, I got down the road and it had poured down, water standing in the ditches.
Right.
So you missed it at the school, went around you at the school,
Right.
and went right to the house.
Yeah.
I was like, man, can you believe that? So of course I hit the couch and was doing a little R&R, and I thought, I waited a couple hours, thought maybe I could just get the back mowed. I jumped on the mower. I made about 10 rounds, started raining again. Man, I'm telling you, dude.
It never rained back over at the classroom again. Mm-mm.
This weather, man, it's just like, it's so unpredictable. It just pops up out of nowhere.
I guess that's why they call them pop-up showers.
No, these are pop up, pour down storms. That's a little different than a pop up shower.
Yeah. It's like, but I feel like we're living at the beach. It's like you can't look at the Weather Channel because you go outside and it's beautiful, and 5 seconds later it's.
Yeah, like it just blows in and
Yeah.
blows out.
Mhm.
But hey, we got some stuff done. Got the yard. Finally got my yard knocked out.
That's right.
Let it completely dry out. When it was 97 out, cooking in the sun, so it finally dried out. All that good stuff.
You got a nice tan though.
I did. But when you spend for this summer, it's like we've been spending a lot of time at the lake, and it gets you behind on everything else because we were at the lake from like Wednesday to Sunday, right?
Right.
And man, it's like you get behind.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you got a hayfield going on.
Or I mean, like, when was the last time I cleaned the house?
Yeah, cleaning house.
Long time.
Yeah, getting your school moved, and all that stuff. So I'm fixing to have to crack the whip on you now.
I guess.
Yeah, you have to do something.
But you have so much time on your hands. You could do it. That was a dead silence.
I was waiting on a punchline there or something. I'm not sure what I was waiting on. But no, Thaddeus has got enough to do.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
No, seriously, man, when you spend that kind of time every week so far this summer, and then we're going to do some more traveling coming up. Oh my gosh, it's bad. It just makes me work double time when I get back.
Well, not really, because I mean, you do mow down there, but I mean, you're going to mow at least once a week here. But like I've been working summer school. By the time I get home, then have to go over to my new school. I don't have time to do anything else when I get home.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. But once your room's complete and all
Yeah.
that stuff, you'll have some free time.
Yeah. And I finished my law class. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's done.
yeah, thank the Lord.
Thank goodness. But yeah, I mean, what else we have going on this week? I mean, we've done a little bit, even though we've been at the lake for like a long Wednesday to Sunday. We still got some things done.
Yeah.
We had a good time at the lake, I guess. We had some pop-up storms there.
Right.
Right? Got us a couple times. Not made no big deal, nothing major, but we got to hang out with some friends
Yeah.
a little bit. Some other retirees, we like to call them. Well, a couple of them are.
Yeah, a couple of them are.
Yeah, a couple of them were retired. Got to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Went down to the Tiki Hut and
Did a little dancing.
no,
I did.
did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't see it. No, I didn't.
You're the one that pushed me out there.
No, we got some supper and had, I don't know, just had a good time listening to other folks sing.
Yeah, it was karaoke night.
Pure entertainment right there.
That's right.
Yeah, karaoke's always pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not the one up there singing, I sure feel sorry for some of them.
You need to do it next time.
No, not me.
We'll try it this Friday night.
No, I don't believe I'll make it down that far.
We'll do a duet.
Yeah, right. But yeah, we had some good times down at the lake and some good weather, some showers at night, some showers in the afternoons, blah blah blah, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we got things taken care of. Had a good time.
Right.
Anything else?
Not really. I mean, when you spend so many days at the lake, that is your lake days. I mean, we get up, we go to the gym, we come back. I cook breakfast. We hang out for just a little bit, and then we get on the water and we stay on the water until time to come in. Night time. I mean, that one night we stayed out till 9:00.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I told you that day. I'm like, man, let's not come back.
Weird. That's right. And we didn't.
Sure enough, we left the Tiki Hut.
Yeah.
I looked at my clock, and it was, I think, when we hit it under the bridge, or maybe right there at the end, it was like 8:35.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it's starting to get dark. Which
Right.
I like it like that, just as long as you don't run over anything.
Yeah.
Which is, makes it difficult. But it was good. I didn't see anything floating on the way down there, so I just took a chance on the way back.
Yeah.
But it was a great time.
It was.
Yeah, and then we left there Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Got something to eat.
We went and saw Anna in their new house.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So Anna moved in with another girl.
Mm-hmm.
Typical youngster stuff, moving around. I know. I moved a bunch when I was in college.
Well, Kinsey bought a house, so she moved in with Kinsey, and
yeah. And so we stopped in to see the house and drop off some housewarming gifts.
Yeah.
Other gifts and other gifts on top of that. I don't really know. I was just sitting over the side just watching. I don't know.
Yeah. Kinsey's like my other daughter. So, I mean, I love them. They're good girls.
Yeah. Bought a nice house there in what, Hoover?
Yeah. Well, it's Homewood Hoover / it's right there on I don't know if it's on the Homewood line or the Hoover line, but I mean, it's Birmingham, but I don't know what their zip codes are, but it's right there.
Okay. Gave Anna a little further to drive, but she was excited to see us roll in. But hey, look here, I get excited when I look out the window and somebody's pulling in with some gifts.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, that's when I get most excited, which never happens. But hey,
he's lying.
Really?
Yes, I get pleasure out of giving gifts, out of doing things like that for people. That's one of my Thank you. That's one of my love languages is giving. So
I haven't had a gift in a pretty good while.
You're such a lie.
That language must have switched over to Hispanic or something.
You're terrible.
Yeah, that's okay. It happens.
I think I just gave you a gift last week.
Did you really?
Yeah, I swear. Let's not go there.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I don't remember, but
that's.
I'm sure when we get off here, I'll remember then.
That's part of your old age.
You think so?
You have some lapse in memory.
Well, I've had some good old age jokes here lately.
Yeah.
Put on my TikTok.
Yeah, the one today was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm funny like that sometimes.
Well, you think you're
Yeah,
funny.
that's what I was just fixing. If you don't believe that, just ask me.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, we've had a great week, and I've not even done anything strenuous
Hmm.
other than man, I mowed that yard down at the lake too. Golly,
Yeah, you could have mowed it twice.
oh my gosh. I mean, I know we asked them not to mow our spot, but geez almighty, it was. I mean, it was tough.
It's getting out of hand.
What's all this rain, man?
They got to step it up.
Well, I asked them not to, so
I know, but they need to be on Thad's. Like, they need to step up their game.
that ain't
They're going
happening.
to keep up with you.
Ain't nobody on mine. Nobody.
That is the truth.
One person was.
Yeah, and he's gone.
That'd be Claudius. I was on his level. He wasn't on my level. I was on
Yeah. Yeah.
taking care of the yard. But which is funny because I don't really care about this yard out here. I mean, as long as it's mowed.
Yeah.
But other than that, I could care.
But you don't edge it. You don't do things like that. I mean, we're leaving the country. It's a country
I
yard.
do edge a little bit. I use a weed eater.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do that. I don't get my edger out no more. It's parked. Giving it a several year break now.
We can sell it.
Might need it someday. You just can't ever tell, right?
Okay.
So yeah, we've had some good times this week and some good stuff going on. Not to mention,
Oh, yeah.
got my logo finished,
Yeah.
which I will share. All right,
Yeah.
I will. We will. I'll have my editor
Hmm.
attach a pic here.
Which is moi.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be you. I'm gonna have my editor in chief attach a picture of the new logo for my workout gear.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope people like it too. I hope it's people will buy it
Yeah.
because I've got some other things in mind. If this goes well,
Mm-hmm.
people start buying it. I've got something else on my mind that's going to go fit right into that realm.
Yeah.
Won't share. It's just something that's on my mind.
And Anna offered some good suggestions too, if
Yeah,
this does well.
Yeah. Well, she offered some suggestions on helping me get it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is stuff we've talked about.
Right.
But the more the merrier, right?
Exactly.
Get that logo out there or your clothes out there or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe some folks will take a liking to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, man, there's a lot of people. I should have looked up the statistics on fitness today
Right.
because I bet fitness today is up there.
Oh, no, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the number of people that are into fitness. I bet there's some type of, where you can look and see what those actual numbers are.
Yeah.
So if you look at that and look at the number of, types of clothes and stuff out there, what clothes are big, what clothes aren't, what sells, what don't, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That stuff. I mean, maybe it'll be a hit.
Well, if you think about it, fitness was at an all-time high, and then COVID hit, and then that kept everybody at home. So then it's like now everybody's coming out of that, and now it's starting to ramp back up again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like right now it's at a pretty good pace.
right,
I mean, I don't know that. I wish I would look that up just to know, just for myself. But
right,
yeah, I hope people like the logo. I like it. I mean, it's something I, dreamed up off the top of my head. I was talking to my oldest brother earlier, and we got a few jokes out of it.
did you share it?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
share it with him because we had talked about this trademark stuff,
Mhm.
and all that kind of thing. So he wanted me to share it with him, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
That was only a couple hours ago.
Yeah,
So I shared it with him, and he said he liked it, but he's not a fitness guy either. I mean, I say that he's
he's a runner, doesn't he?
he does a lot. He walks every day.
Okay.
Yep, he gets up early and walks every day, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get that started. I got a trip coming up in November, so to Montana on an elk hunt. So I will. I'll get started probably kind of like I did that Spartan race about
Mm-hmm.
3 months before I start hitting the treadmill and really, trying to get prepared.
It'll be here before you know it.
Oh yeah, here and gone.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
right.
things that you think about or that you want to do or
Hmm.
that you plan to do, man, they come and go so fast.
I know my summer's almost over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you think about
Wow.
we've got a couple of trips coming up here in July, and then your summer's done.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at your age, when you get old, time starts moving, girl. You know what I'm saying?
I'll always be younger than you.
Maybe, maybe, but yeah, I mean, so I'll have to prepare for that. He does a lot of walking and I wait. I think he wears those weighted vests and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, he's really gotten into it, which is good because he
Hmm.
never used to be into that that I remember. So I don't know why he tackled that, but
Yeah.
that's
I've got a teacher friend that she does that too. She bought one of the weighted vests and you can put the different weights in there to change up the
yeah,
pounds in it. So yeah,
yeah,
that's a big thing right now.
yeah. I saw our neighbor doing it
Hmm.
one day, and actually he's doing a trip out west to hunt.
Yeah.
So that's why he was wearing the weighted vest, and you'd see him carrying a pack and all
Hmm.
that stuff. I was like, ooh, I don't know.
You might get started.
Yeah, I probably outweigh him by 100 pounds. So yeah, it may not be good, but we'll see.
Right.
We'll see. Guys kid me at work about, because it's a backcountry style hunt. I won't get into it really deep, but it's a backcountry hunt where you own horses and stuff.
Hmm.
So maybe the horse will do all the work. I won't wear him out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would, if I was a horse, I wouldn't want you on me.
I think about that.
Poor horse.
I know. It's probably gonna be one of them that's got that big sway. So a fatal touch, I can help him along.
No, what's the story? Y'all went horseback riding somewhere and they brought you out a horse and they were like, nope, we need so and so.
That is to me, that's a funny story. Because I lived it and I remember I remember the details of it. So
Yeah.
we were out in Wyoming and we were going to go horseback riding and we pull up and there's the only people riding the trail that were going to be with us was a man, a woman, and their two kids, then us two, right? And it's warm out. It's a little bit warm out. So I go up on the porch and I just sit down. And I'm on a bench and I'm just kind of watching what goes on. This old guy, he comes out, man. He's wanting to put a show on for these kids,
Hmm.
which is the right thing to do.
Right.
It was cool, kind of. He comes out and right there in front of the porch, he kneels that horse down, and I'm not a horse person. I'm here to tell you, I'm not.
Yeah.
They scare me. Believe it. I mean, I'm not terrified of them, but they scare me
Right.
because they have a mind of their own.
They're unpredictable.
Oh my gosh, exactly. But anyways, he kneels that horse down. He's putting a show on for these kids. He's like, hey, bring out Lightning, and they'll bring out this horse from the stables there, and the kid will get on it. He's like, okay, bring out Fido. He'll bring out another horse, and the kid will get on it. Anyways, it gets to me. I'm the last one,
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, bring out Old Yellow. And I stand up. He looks over and he says, "Take back Old Yellow. Bring out, Shamu."
Yeah.
And he looks over at me and kind of whispers. He said, "I didn't know you was that big." I laughed because I guess he looked at that horse and looked at me and said, "I'm not putting that horse
Nope.
through that."
Nope.
Yeah. So that was funny. That's the only time. Well, I've been on a horse when I was younger and I didn't like it.
Hmm.
But since then, that's the only time I've been on a horse.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's not something I go seek out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I don't care for them. Matter of fact, when this trip came up, I had to call the guide,
Hmm.
and I said, "Hey, listen here, we need to talk about this horse situation."
I'm 6'3".
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm 6'3", and at the time I was like 270,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I'm not a horse person. And he said, and he's right. He said, look here, man. He said, it's not like we're sightseeing.
Hmm.
He said, this horse will get you from point A to point B. And when you kill something, the horse will do all the work. And
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you think about it.
I know.
You start thinking about the elevation of those
Hmm.
mountains, and you think about who's doing the work and blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah, man, those horses are worth it, worth every penny.
But that poor horse is gonna have to do all that work with you on it.
I'm paying. Yeah, I know. So, anyways, how in the world we get on horses?
Because we were talking about stuff.
Gosh,
I mean, we just brought up the horses.
yeah, I don't even know how. But anyhow, I don't even know what we were talking about. You get me off track.
I'm sorry. That's our daily life, though.
Well, I know.
I stay off track.
I know.
But that's the fun part.
Is it
Yeah.
you running off the rails?
No, it's just like you never know what's going to be said.
Man, let me tell you something. We were at the lake the other day.
Oh,
And, I
stop.
think it was our last day. Yeah, because it looked like it was going to rain early. And we didn't get
Yeah.
out till late
Yeah.
November, late
Hmm.
day. Probably we got out about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
We took a ride, and I said, let's go up in this cove. We're going to anchor out and hang out. And,
Be nice. Be nice.
I will. I don't know if this story is nice to you or not nice to you or not nice to my dad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a great dad story. That's what it's leading up to because I'm going to tell you
Okay.
something. Ann busted out off that cover up, and I thought she was going to need suspenders for that dadgum bathing suit she had on. I said, "Girl, what's going on here?"
See straight through it.
Yeah, it was,
Side view.
yeah, exactly. It was a little big for her. She said, "Well, that's one of the old ones or something." I said, "Well, that's time to throw that in the trash." Right?
Yeah.
And, but I told her while we were out there, I was like, you know what? That's so funny. I said, because it reminds me of my dad.
Hmm.
Good story. And I'll try to make it quick. But, man, we went bird hunting one time, a big group of us. And of course, I had to share a room with my dad. Of all people, my brothers, they're not doing it. They're not going to do
Did
it.
y'all draw straws or did you just I'll do it. I'll just volunteer.
No. So what we actually did was, my stepbrother was there too, and I didn't mind sharing a room with Dad as long as I didn't have to sleep with him.
Right. In the same bed. Yeah.
So we told Andy, which is my stepbrother, that we drew straws, drew the short straw.
That is mean.
Yeah. And we told him he had to sleep with Dad. Well, of course he bought it. Hook, line, and sinker.
He is the youngest.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He's
Yep.
the youngest, so he had to sleep with Dad. But I'm in the other bed,
Mhm.
right? And I'm flipping through the channels, and we're watching a flat screen that's probably maybe a 55-inch TV. I don't know. But Dad had been in them Bud Lights, I don't know, half the day. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
He'd been in them Bud Lights half the day, and of course he always takes a shower before he goes to bed. I mean, regardless whether he's left the house or not, right? And oh my gosh, my brothers are probably like, dude, what is wrong with you? But Dad gets out of the shower and he walks by, and I got the remote in my hand. I'm watching the TV, and he walks in front of the TV, and it's one of those things where you're looking at the TV, and all of a sudden you realize what you just saw.
Oh no.
So I stop and I look over and I said, "Are you kidding me?" He said, "What is it?" I said, "You walked by," and I said, "Them underwear was so big on you, them tiny whities were so big that I could see that 55-inch screen through the leg holes." And my stepbrother Andy started laughing. And he said, "Yeah," he said, "You believe this or not, Dad made my stepmother buy new underwear if he was traveling."
Why would he just throw them away and leave them there?
I don't know.
Or would he take them back home?
I don't know. But he would bust them out of the plastic. I ain't talking about not washed. Bust them out of plastic. Anyways, he walks by and I could see that 55-inch screen through the leg holes of them drawers. And I said, "Are you kidding me?" He said, "What is it?" I said, "Them underwear." He said, "Yeah." He said, "They too big." I said, "Dude, we're going to go across the convenience store over and get you some suspenders for them things." And he starts laughing. I'm thinking, dude, you got to wear those all week.
Yeah,
Oh
really.
my gosh, if you should have seen it.
So she had just brought them too big,
Yeah.
or is it because they weren't washed, or a little bit of both?
No, I think they're too big.
Yeah.
You know, and Dad was like, he's got a friend that's a bigger fella, and he's like, yeah, these will fit so and so, but he wore them.
My gosh.
I was like, "Jeez Almighty!" It was a sight. I am here to tell you.
So that's that's what ran through your mind.
So yeah, yeah. Well, so when you stood up in the boat and I looked at it, I thought, "Are you kidding me?"
You can see straight through.
Girl, we're gonna have to. Yeah, yeah. I can see the boat on the other side from the leg hold of them things. Man, my dad, he's looking down on me right now, going, "Boy, what is wrong with you? Tell that story." It was the funniest thing.
Yeah,
It was hilarious. That trip was funny
yeah.
just to see him in that in that way. But that's what you reminded me of.
No, thanks.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah, good times. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, it just makes for a good conversation.
Well, it makes memory.
Those are icebreaker stories. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, just bust that one out so everybody gets to laugh, and then they forget the rest of it.
Just
Went on.
yeah, just use me at your expense. It's okay.
You're welcome. Hey, that's what you're here for, girl.
I guess so.
So, anyways, that's about all we've done for the week.
Right.
I mean, felt like a busy week. I'm going to say again, I think I said it last week. I don't know where the time has gone.
It. I mean, June's almost over, and I feel like I have not done anything other than go to the lake and go to school.
I know. I just feel like I'm so behind on stuff, but I'm really not. I just feel
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's odd. And I've got some buddies that I hadn't even hung out with this summer yet, or
Right.
anything, just because it's like, where does the time go?
Well, it's because we're not here.
Yeah, yeah, we're not here, man.
Yeah.
You're gone this amount of time, but we're just trying to enjoy the summer. This is one of the summers where we really honestly have not got to, in the past, we have not got to do this much because of my
Mhm.
work schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now here it is. We've got time to do some stuff because, due to my new work schedule.
And it makes it go by so much faster. I think that's because we are actually going and doing.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got the time to do it, but now all of a sudden I don't know where the time's gone.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's a
It
crazy feeling.
is.
I mean, maybe you folks out there can relate to it. I don't know, but
Right.
I know I can remember back when kids were little and you were running around sporting events and doing this and doing that. I was like, time felt slow because I was like,
Hmm.
golly, dude, when's this gonna be over? I'm ready to go to the house.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's like I'm not even at the house very much.
Yeah.
I mean,
It,
I am, but
but
it just feels weird.
But I can remember during the summers as a child, though, it seemed like me and my sister and my brother, it seemed like it lasted forever, you know, because we were always outside. We were always gone on our bicycles or on our skateboards or something like that. We were always going and doing it. And it seemed like summer lasted forever.
Yeah.
So, and now literally flying by.
Oh, I know. Hey, think back when you were young and when your driver's license was coming up. How long did it take? You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, that's like my mom. All my friends were getting their ears pierced, and I wanted to get my ears pierced. And she said, nope, when you turn 16, you can get them pierced. And I was like, but why? And she's like, because if I let you do it now, you won't have anything to look forward to. It was an eternity.
Yeah.
It seemed like an eternity because I mean, I don't know, maybe I was 14 when I wanted them done, but those 2 years seemed like forever.
Yeah.
And the same thing about getting your driver's license.
It's like time stood still back then.
Yeah. But Dad let me drive early.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dad let me drive early.
Yeah.
And I let the kids. Well, Savannah. I taught her how to drive, and
Yeah.
she's a good driver. I could not ride with Ethan. I made you do it. So
I had to teach him.
it was rough.
We're driving down in the truck, and he's like, "Let me out of this truck. I can't do this."
I mean, it drove me crazy. He wouldn't stop talking.
He wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't stop talking. He kept messing with the radio and he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, he was drifting off the road, hit mailboxes. I'm like, scoot over, scoot over, scoot over, turn the radio down, stop talking, just shut up now. Come on, man, pay attention. There comes a car. Oh, finally, I said, take me to the house.
Oh, hey, that's what I had to do with Anna. My mother had to teach Anna because I could not. No. And then she'd break down crying. So Zane, he learned very quickly,
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
So he was good. He was easy to teach.
Yeah. I think Hannah's a good driver.
Yeah.
And Ethan still today, I don't like riding with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a left lane rider. Like on the interstate, I'm like, dude, get out of the left lane, man.
Yeah.
People like you are what makes me mad.
And he goes so fast. Oh, he goes so fast.
He's got a lead foot. He'll crank that music up. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah.
Me out. And Landon, I think he's just like a laid back driver.
Yeah.
I think he's like me. I'd rather just you drive.
Exactly.
Like you'd rather Cassie drive, right? And he just
Yeah.
on the side, just I supervise.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give directions.
Yeah, I'll supervise. I don't even get paid for it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, enough of that. So great week. We'll be back on here next week. I'm going to share my logo on here as well. Get old Ann Christine here to put a pic of it in there. All that good stuff. Hope folks like it. Hope it sells. Hey, and even give me some comments on it. What you think about it.
Yeah.
The good, bad, and the ugly. I don't mind.
That's right. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. I call it corrective criticism.
Mm-hmm.
But I own that logo now, and it's mine, so I can do with it whatever I want.
That's right.
Which I'm going to leave it just how it is because I like it, and I think it'll look good on clothes and all that good stuff. So we'll see how it goes.
All right.
All right. Until next time, like, subscribe, leave some comments, good, bad. We don't mind.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Wins on the thumbs. And we'll see you on the next go round. I hope everybody has a great week. Peace out.
Toodles.